Well, guys, I'm here with I don't know. I'm not making a habit out of this. I don't like making the news videos. I want my content evergreen, something searched for. But we do have a lot of BS to go through this week, so why not? So first up, I want to talk about Tucker Carlson's return to bothering people. Okay, so he left Fox News, fired. Seems to have been because of a settlement for election fraud, particularly against the Dominion voting machines, that they wanted him gone. And so he has decided to go to Twitter. And I kind of predicted something like this would happen. My thinking is that Elon Musk would have Twitter launch a video service and try to be like YouTube, but leaning more free speech. And the figurehead here would be Tucker Carlson. He would be the big get for that. And I think that's kind of what we're looking at happening here. They've had a bit of a two-prong attack, really trying to court the conservatives, show them, hey, there is a social media that's for you and it doesn't have to be Truth Social, which is highly gimped. And I've tried, believe me, I've tried using it. It's not good. It's a bad experience. It's really set up as sort of a Donald Trump the app. Like, hey, you're on Truth Social so that you can hear about Donald. You can't get any of your information out there. All you can do is just kind of add on to what he's saying. All of the trending topics circle around him, and it's a barren wasteland. But anyhow, Twitter still has a pretty high population. We have Tucker Carlson doing his thing. Now he's fully uncensored. He's completely off the chain. You don't know what he's going to do. It's dangerous Tucker. I think Tucker works better leashed. Tucker was in a different class than you or I. We are in the reaction class. The best we can do is review a product from the mainstream media, react to a product from the mainstream media, trailer reactions, black people listen to white people music, all these sort of things are reaction class media. Tucker was a newsmaker. He was a guy who had any number of people who could be considered not on his payroll, but by being affiliated with Fox, actually had people who could do investigations, and then Tucker could put that information together, present it to the public. But usually it was a lot of opinion. Now what can he do? He says, well, this dam blew up, and we have to believe everybody that it was the bad Putin because he's just evil. Evil does evil for evil's sake. I haven't watched episode 2 yet, which is kind of playing over here, but yeah, they want to talk about how many views this got. Like, look, we're looking at 111 million, 46 million. I'm really not that impressed because any of this being embedded in a timeline that you flip through real quick, that's a view. This isn't you clicking on a YouTube video counting as a view. This is an entirely different beast right here. And so they want to come up with a scenario where you get this view count crazy ultra high. Like, look, I don't believe in Twitter likes. I don't believe ratio is a thing because I don't like every tweet I like. I might comment on a tweet I like. That doesn't mean I'm trying to rage. You got ratio, bro. You got more replies than likes. You got... Since when are interactions bad? That's the question. And the whole thing about farming interactions to build up your cred over here, you get the interactions, your tweets get seen more, you get more followers, you pin some Chinese device in the follow-up tweet as an ad, basically. Hey, we'll give you $1,000 if you promote our solar lens, whatever. That sort of thing that happens. So they're going to come up with a scenario here where we can say this has a ass load of views. Like, look, we're way more popular than YouTube. Is this any more popular than a Tucker thing on Fox News? Because you weren't necessarily watching him on Fox News. You probably saw the clip on Twitter, on YouTube, elsewhere. The social media shares the things from the media. And when it doesn't, it shares you and I, the reaction class, reacting to the media that's being given to us. We don't go out investigating, and now Tucker doesn't either. All he can do is you wait a couple months, whatever, you got, okay, how quick is the turnaround here? Maybe twice a week, maybe we're doing 3 times a week. Let's say 3 times a week he does a 10-minute video. He does a video under 15 minutes. He's a YouTuber. And now you will become irrelevant when people start to suss this out, when they get tired of hearing the same predictable thing. That's why I don't really like listening to these sort of things. You know which way they're going to have an opinion. Similarly, we had, and this comes from the Daily Wire, super reputable news, shut down What is a Woman, celebrating the 1-year anniversary of What is a Woman. Let's put our documentary up on Twitter. Never saw it. Actually attempted to watch this, but it was after the 24-hour window, okay? So, Daily Wire, in sort of their own words here, they had a deal in place to show this on Twitter. Why was there a deal? I don't need a deal with YouTube to show whatever I want to show. If you have made a movie and you want to show it for free, go ahead and do it. Why did there have to be a deal in place? I'll tell you why. Because they knew something would happen so that they could get more hype by having their documentary canceled. That was the whole intention. The intention was to create a scenario where this would get canceled and Elon Musk would be able to hop in and look like the guy who saved free speech. So they go and they restrict this and all that, right? But it's like, hey, even your followers want to see it. They'll have to intentionally click on the link. You can't share it, all this stuff. And then Elon Musk's like, I had some people, some bad eggs. They tried to censor the free speech, but don't worry, I'm the savior here. It was all designed to look like censorship, to build up hype and pat Elon on the back. That's what it was about. And lastly, I want to talk about Prime. Oh my God. Yeah, choose your fate or whatever. I'm not clicking on either of these things. I'm not signing up for a Wall Street Journal. But the point I was getting at here, Amazon Prime Video wanting to introduce ads. Now, I have issue with this. I think that we should not have ads on Prime Video. I was under the impression that Amazon Prime Video would have legs, that it would outlast the more isolated streaming services a la Netflix. Netflix, all they can do is keep creating content and keep raising the price because they have to pay all the people who made all the previous content that they seem to be afraid to get rid of. We have HBO, the Max, and Disney Plus getting rid of content to not pay those writers, creators, stars royalties. Netflix is going to have to be doing that soon. When you have a product like a streaming service and you marry it to a successful business, Amazon, particularly the Prime Video, the Amazon Prime subscription package, you put those two together, you have an incentive to watch the video. Maybe I wasn't ordering something every month, but I was watching Top Gear. Okay, so you keep your Prime. You feel like it's worth having year round. There are streaming services I cancel after the show I was watching concluded. Star Trek Picard. Why do I still have Paramount Plus? See what I'm saying? What I'm saying here is Prime Video was in a great position. Everybody else has to start including ads because they're going belly up. They can't seem to jack up the price fast enough, so they have to jack up the price and show you ads. You know, part of why we started watching these streaming services was to get around having ad breaks. Oh, hey, it was so great binge watching all of Full House, whatever, right? But if we're going to include ads, doesn't it kind of benefit somebody like Amazon, somebody who has such deep pockets that they can weather this storm, that they can include this service on top of something else that they're offering? And it looked like that was going to be the setup here. That's why I'm thinking really Apple needs to buy Netflix. You have a shake and bake, ready to go, 100 million subscribers. Screw Apple TV Plus. It has one movie on it and a bunch of original stuff. And by bunch, I mean a dozen. There's really very little value there. But what if you had an Apple service that also tied together to, you get the Apple Music, you also get Apple Video, or whatever they want to call Netflix. They'll probably just keep calling it Netflix. That gives you a real incentive to have a year-long subscription. As isolated as several of these services are, it just doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't make sense to me that Amazon would want to have ads at this point. Okay, sure, there's more money to be made. Is there? Because I think people are going to get burned out. Hell, it throws a wrench in my plans. I try to do these Netflix commentary tracks. Now you have to have the premium version of Netflix. I was doing, I'll be releasing in a few days, Top Gun Maverick on Prime Video. Maybe when you try watching that, if it's still on Prime Video, it's going to have ads in the middle. That's no fun. We don't want these interruptions. Okay, so that's enough nonsense from me. What do you think about this? Should I do more videos like this? Are you as bored with this sort of format as I am? Do you see too many asshats already doing this on YouTube? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, or this video will be entirely hidden by our flawless algorithm.
Hey, it's Vaughn's mom again, so I just wanted to remind you that instead of buying Vaughn's weird pictures online in various states of undress, you can just bookmark his Amazon affiliate link, and then when you shop Throw It on Amazon, he gets a few pennies here and there.